Alright, so GojiMan is under fire today, or in general, um, basically for talking, or basically for claiming he's going to sue Suffrage or whatever, and Primeval Edge, Health, for, what is it? They showed a video of him having, GojiMan having seborrheic dermatitis, and claiming that he is unhealthy because he has seborrheic dermatitis. So Goji Man claimed that this is not true, that he has cured it or something like that, or that when he had seborrheic dermatitis, it was when he was very sick. He was using antibiotics and stuff like that. Anyway, I think what Goji Man is doing right now is actually a pretty smart move in a sense. So him attempting to sue them, maybe not the best idea, but it was an interesting call out. But he has since removed the video. Um, Whether or not he's trying to keep this private or not is unknown to me. Um, But what it seems like he's actually deleted some videos. And what's interesting is I think what he's trying to do is go back to his original state of what his channel was going to be, which was to avoid drama and just on uh, stick on the idea that this diet can be helpful. Goji Man can help you if you have gut issues, right? That's what he's trying to stick on. That's what he wants his channel to be. And I think, like I said in the past of my older videos, that this is the best and strongest argument for the vegan community, especially when it pertains to diet. People are more interested in how this will affect them than it will affect others. That is just natural. That happens. And it seems like he's going to avoid talking about how it affects other animals, how the carnivore diet would affect animals, because if more people go on this diet, then more animals are going to be hurt, because more people will demand more meat, right? The demand for meat will go up. So I think it is very good from his perspective that he is going down this route. Bad that he deleted the video. Whatever. What's also interesting is he is very similar to me in that he's trying to reach out to other people from the opposite side, which dislikes, which I think the carnivore community pretty much dislikes the vegan community or the vegan diet in general. And then there's like a bunch of subgroups with the vegan community and the carnivore community. In the carnivore and vegan community, there might just be people that just go on the diet for certain reasons, have no affiliation with the community. They don't care about it. They just had some sort of issue, or they want to do it for performance, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the activists who are anti-meat, and then on the other side, anti-vegan. Because with it's not a political party, but like special interest, or maybe it's not a special interest. Certain groups that are made will always have a group that is opposing it. This is just natural. I don't necessarily think that they're just like the carnivore community is just doing it just to get one up on the other community. But I have seen some people do an emotional appeal on both sides. Like the carnivore community will use, oh, you just want to take away my meat, and then the vegan community will say, oh, you just want to hurt animals, stuff like that. So he's trying to appeal to the people. Goji Man is trying to appeal to the people who are doing the carnivore diet specifically for gut issues. He's trying to appeal to them and try to talk to them. Like this girl, he actually made a recent comment to her in, I think, a statement on YouTube. That's a thing now, apparently. Where, what was it? I just posted a message. So yeah, you can post messages on YouTube now, so that's kind of cool. So he made a message to her I think he's trying to persuade her in some way to maybe, if the diet doesn't work, then try my diet, or if you can, maybe get a test to see if your diet is effective. And I think this is a fantastic, you know, uh, good for this guy. Like, that's a fantastic idea. Um, it is going to be way more effective than other people in the community that try to appeal to an emotional aspect. Not that it's not important. It's just I don't think it's that effective for certain people. Um, like you're never going to convince this guy that eating animals is wrong, right? You're never going to convince this guy that the diet is healthy. It's just something that I think. But however, I do think that using the diet to convince this guy is going to be a stronger argument than using an appeal to animals and their well-being. Um, but basically, yeah, GojiMan is like reaching out to her. He's reaching out to some other people to just try to focus on the fixing of the gut health in general. And I think that is a fantastic idea. That is something that I want to try to do. I try to listen to other people from the opposite side and my side as well. Um, that I try to listen to their listen to what they have to say, and then make responses on what I think about it. Um, yeah, so again, I think this is a very smart move on his part, to just solely focus on that. It's not probably not going to be as entertaining as, say, Vegan Gains, where he does call out videos, but it's still going to be a good thing for the community, because if you get people to, I guess, go on the diet, then they're obviously going to be somewhat vegan, I guess, even though being 100% vegan is very hard. It's actually very hard to do this, to not try to cause the least amount of harm as possible, especially when you start to get down further and further. Um, but that's not to say that you shouldn't, because it's impossible. I think we could eventually get to that point, just not, right away. Um, so one thing I was going to talk about is how he could be kind of like political parties will, um, like political candidates will of a certain political party will advocate for that side, but they won't necessarily talk about their positions so they can get in office, because if their position is against or not favorable in that community, then no one's going to like them. Um, so it's kind of like it's kind of misleading in a sense that you're going to avoid that. Like, can you really be friends with someone that you completely disagree with? Yeah, you can, but like if you're like a super vegan or whatever, and you have a friend who eats meat on the daily, like this girl who I think is trying to do the carnivore diet, that's kind of like how can you do that? Because if you put it in a different scenario, like this person is like a dictator and they're paying for people to be killed. Does it really make sense, if you're against that, to be friends with them? Um, it's like kind of iffy, especially if you try to call yourself like a vegan activist or something like that. I don't think he is, but I mean, I don't know. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I just wanted to point that out. Where did I want to do? I wanted to go to my recent video. So that's the end of this video basically. But I'm just going to do an overview of my last video, just talking about like comments and stuff. If you want to click off, go ahead. But that's the end of the topic on GojiMan. So on to my video. I think it was a pretty interesting video, or at least the comments were pretty interesting. I even had Bart respond to me. I had a pretty good conversation with this person. I've been having a pretty good conversation with this person. Not a What's great is no one here is really attacking me personally. They're just questioning my points, and I think that's great. and that's what I wish more debates were like, instead of just calling each other names and stuff like that. It's just not a very effective tactic to debate someone with like that. So yeah, I really appreciate the people who watched the video and commented. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it.